What children expect from their parents. Working with your children or child should be a teamwork. They will expect you to take care of them. From the time they were born, children will expect their parents to take care of their needs. And make sure you work hard to do that. You don't have business bringing children into the world when you cannot take care of them. 9 months of preparation for both the mother and the father is a long time to get prepared to welcome the new baby. And that is enough time to buy all the things needed by the baby. Running a family is not a competition, but within your acceptable within your income limit, you should be able to provide for your family. What that means is that you should have the number of children you can adequately take care of. Things go wrong, people lose their job, or some other things happen. You should put this into consideration that in the eventuality of one of the partners losing his or her job, what will happen to the product of the union, that is the child or the children. It is not an achievement for you to father or mother children that you cannot take care of. To the larger society, these children will become a problem. And to the parents too, the parents will not be happy to bring such children to the world on the long run. It is far more injurious to the society because you discover that some of these children go into the society to struggle to make it at all costs. Sometimes they become hardened criminals because they want to make it and impress it on the society that despite their bad upbringing, they were able to make it. Coming from a poor home is not a problem. It's not a sickness. Some people will be poor. Some people will be rich. But living a decent life, honest life, is important for all of us. Wars are getting obsolete all over the world. And you should not allow your children to be recruited as cheap agents of destabilization. I also discovered that because of lack of care, some children easily are lured to crime because that is the only option they think it is acceptable to them. Then you should ask yourself, why should you bring to this world criminals who will not make good use of talent given to every human being by his or her creator? There is nobody without a talent. Ability to discover it and use it is what will help you make a success of your life. You don't have to be the managing director of the biggest company in the world. You can be a street sweeper and still be successful and contented. So, parents are supposed to lay good examples for their children. When you are doing bad things, your children are watching it. And I'm amazed when some parents say, you remember the son or daughter of who you are. Who are you? You should be sure that you are an honest father or mother because your children are mirroring you. Some of the things you do that are very good, they like it and they want to copy it. But some of the things that you do that are very bad, some of them are ready to also copy it because they see it as an example, as a good thing. That is why you are doing it. From birth, most children, until they grow old, to decipher the difference between human beings and creator, they see their parents as somebody who is next to God. And that's how it should be. After God, you should be your parents. But God is good. But are the parents good? You should ask yourself, are you good as a parent? Are you the one engaging in street fights all over the place? Are you the one engaging in taking what does not belong to you? Are you the one doing bad things in society? Children are watching this. And you'll be amazed that when they grow old, they may not even be willing to associate with such a parent. But that's okay, that's your business. But the bigger business of the society is a peaceful society. No society thrives fighting every time or creating crisis. You should let your children know that to live well, you must live peacefully with people around you, your family, the community, and everybody. Parents should teach their children contentment. Whatever they have, they should be happy for it. Whatever you can provide in the house within your honest means, you must be able to explain to your children. If you cannot buy an iPhone for your children, let them know you don't have it. Some parents can easily afford that, some cannot. If you cannot put them in luxury, let them know. The most important thing for every human being is feeding, shelter, good health, skill to sell, an ability, and also living in peace with each other. So, clothing is also important, but it doesn't have to be a competition. We are not in the world for fashion parade. You don't go out of your way to go and borrow or steal money because you want to satisfy material need. And you let your children know. Buy them decent clothes that can make them look decent in the society, but not wastages. Children grow very fast. In the days my children were younger, we made it a point to have clothes that we need for a particular period of their growth. After a year or two, they will outgrow those clothes because that was what I could afford. But you get to some houses, you discover that children have clothes they won't wear until they outgrow it. And that is wastage. And not that these parents can afford it. They are just pushing themselves to make it look like bringing up children is a competition. That when they go to family meetings and parties, they show that their children is also from a rich home. No, that is not a competition. Give your children good skill, training, education. Let them have good health facility, be able to afford basic things that they need. Good water to drink, decent home to live in, food decent enough to eat, and I emphasize good education, skills for the future. That is what we help them. And be honest with them. We are not going to help them when you are dishonest. We are not going to help them when you are not communicating. You will be engaging in self-deception when you are not telling them the truth, because they will know you are not telling them the truth. And if you don't give them good skill or training, most of the things you think you have acquired over the years you have labored for, they will fritter it off, they will sell it off. And some of them will just won't remember they had a parent. And that is not important. But it's also show that when you give them good training, you'll be happy in your old age. And when you look back at life, you'll be happy you have done what you're supposed to do.